Hey everybody, welcome back to another RennRanks. If you guys end up enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe. It would mean a lot as a brand new channel. But anyways, with that said, today we're going to be ranking Nier Automata characters. Pretty much the main cast. I found a pre-set up tier list on Tier List Maker, so we're going to go ahead and follow that one. But anyways, if I was suggested to you and you like ranking content, then this is the channel for you. If I was suggested to you and you like gaming content, well then you're still kind of in the right place because my main YouTube channel is gaming. So, with that said, this right here is going to be the name. It's going to be linked down below as well. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Anyways, like I said, once again, the Tier List Maker website had this tier list already pre-set up. Someone else made it. So, if you guys like this tier list, you want to follow along with me, it's going to be linked down below. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started with our first person, which is going to be Operator 210. Now, this right here is going to be 9S's Operator. I'm going to be honest. She is not as important as what I feel like Operator 60 is, but she's also a pretty good character, but she's more of a background. She doesn't really grow in you as much as I feel like 60 does, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her in a C. Not starting off very strong, but to be fair, the operators are more of the background characters. They're just stronger background characters. But yeah. Next up, we have Pascal. I really like Pascal. Is Pascal one of my favorites? No. I'm gonna put Pascal at A. Pascal is a very important character in the game, especially when you think of the dynamics between android and robots. Android and machines, rather. Pascal is actually a really, really good side character. Still technically a main character, I guess. The only issue with Pascal is I feel like Pascal could have been a tad bit more helpful, but then again, Pascal was only a machine, so yeah. Other than that, though, Pascal does grow on you. Pascal's very nice. A little bit of a sad background overall for the whole story. Pascal, though, not a bad character. Next up, we have N2, or the Red Girl, whatever you're gonna call her. I'm gonna be honest. I do not like her. She sucks. She is an antagonist, so obviously she's gonna go there. Yeah, not really much more to say. Her design's pretty cool, pretty sleek. Really, really like her design, but other than that, though, she's the antagonist. She's really annoying, to be honest. So yeah, she's gonna go in a D. She's in the lowest ranking, unfortunately. Next up, we have Operator 60. I'm gonna be honest, this took me a second to figure out who this was because this is like not her game art and it threw me off. This right here is gonna be 2B's Operator. I absolutely adore the character. She is adorable. She sends you on a quest. She's got a bright, bubbly personality. I really like her. So therefore, she's ranking pretty high on my tier list. All right, next up on the list is gonna be Adam. How do I feel about Adam? Adam's a hard ranking for me because Adam, I like the design and everything like that, but he's kind of a little bitch. So is Eve, but Adam's less of a bitch. I don't know. I'm going to put him at a B. And while we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and put Eve. I might as well put Eve at a C. Eve's almost a D if it wasn't for how good his like fight with him is. His final fight for him. God, I really just don't like them. I like their designs, everything like that. I like their names. I like everything about them besides their personalities. Yeah, no, I definitely like Adam more than I like Eve, so I'm gonna put them there. They're gonna probably stay there. They might change. If you guys are not familiar with my RennRanks, I do change the rankings at the very end. I'll go through, look at them, see if there's anything I need to change. But for now, I think these two belong there. Eve is kind of borderlining on the D. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds wrong. Kind of borderlining on the D ranking, I want to be honest. But for now, he's gonna go to C. Next up, we have an enemy. Yes, she's gonna be the leader of the resistance camp. Kind of a mid character, honestly. She's more of a background. You learn stuff about her. I know in the anime they get more in detail to her background. We only briefly know her background from the game. But this is based on the game, not the anime, which I only halfway saw because they paused production for a very, very long time due to the I think it was the voice actors striking. I can't fully remember, but I feel like that's what it was. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put her there for now. I don't think she's really gonna change. So yeah, she's gonna go there. Next up, we have Commander White. Now, on contrary to certain decisions she's made, which I did not like, I really liked her personality. I really like her character design. I actually really, really like her a lot. But is she a B or is she an A for me? She's gonna be an A for me. Why not? I really, really do like everything about her. It's just some decisions I'm like, I hate how secretive she is, but she is the commander. It's kind of the whole point in her character. So we're gonna keep her there for now. All right, next up we have Devila and Popula. I'm gonna be honest. These two I'm very, very biased against due to Nier Replicant because I absolutely love them. They play a very, very big key role in Nier Replicant. A little bit less of a role in Automata, but nonetheless, very, very, very popular characters for me. I like Devila a bit more than Popula. I just like Devila's personality. Their designs, honestly, I absolutely love their designs. I love everything about those characters. I hate that they aren't as popular in Automata as Replicant, but there is reasonings without giving any spoilers. There's definitely big reasonings. A lot of story lore there with them, but I really like them. They're pretty high. They're almost S ranks for me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really tempted to put them in S rank. It might change, but for now, no. Will it change? I think they're gonna be S ranks for me. Yeah, I think they're gonna be S ranks for me. I'm gonna be honest. First S ranks on the list are the twins. Yeah, well, that was unexpected. I didn't expect to move them into S ranks. They might get moved back down to A depending on how we're looking, but they're pretty high ranking for me. Next up, we have A2. A2 absolutely is gonna be an S rank. She's the, come on, there we go. Is she an S rank for me though? I'm gonna leave her at S rank. I kind of want to put her in A rank just because, like, I feel like 2B is the better version of what she is, but, you know, I guess that really depends on how you look at that. Same side, different coin. No, same coin, different sides, can't speak. I really like A2. I like the secretness behind her when she first starts out. I like how she slowly joins in on somewhat helping the ending, with her being the main protagonist in that. T. Absolute tea. Very interesting. I love, oh god. So just to give you guys insights, Nier Automata is by far my favorite game that I've ever played. Expedition 33 is cutting really close, but I think Nier Automata is still holding that candle pretty strong. Really just phenomenal game. If you've not played it, please do play it. It's so unbelievably good. But yeah, moving on to the GOAT, the number one for me, 2B. 2B or not to be the best character. 2B is by far my favorite character. I absolutely love 2B. You get a lot of, I think she honestly is your most played character. There's a lot of, like, how do I put this without spoiling it? There is a lot of thinking, a lot of storytell, a lot of confliction with the characters, and 2B is definitely representing that the most. I would say 9S as well. 9S maybe a tad bit more than 2B. It varies in certain parts. This game would not be as amazing as it was if 2B and 9S were not the way they were, design-wise, character-wise. Everything about them, from down to their personalities to how they act, talk, everything. It's absolutely phenomenal. This game, like, deserves so many awards, and it got it. It got the awards. Phenomenal game, might I just say. But yes, 2B, very high ranking. The only person that even comes remotely close to that is in this list right here, which we will go over in a bit. Other than that, though, next up we have Jackass. I actually really like Jackass. I like her character. I like how she is. I like that she likes to blow up stuff. Not technically a super important character, yes, but also more of a background-ish type character. I just love her personality. I like her name, Jackass. Who thought of that? I mean, really. Compared to all the other names like 2B, A2, Devila, Popula, Adam Eve, yeah, you just got Jackass. Kind of doesn't even fit the whole theme, but I really like Jackass. So I'm gonna put her there in an A for me. Next up, we have Pod 42, and then we have Pod 153. 42 is gonna be 2B's pod, and then 153 is gonna be 9S's pod. I'm gonna kind of group these guys together just because they have a very big role in some of the endings. They are very mechanical at first, you know, it's just a bunch of repeated, like, you know, you can't do this and don't do this and this and this and this. They don't really have much of a personality per se, but throughout the game, they slowly start developing more of a personality. They start becoming more intertwined in the story and trying their best to fix things and helping out. And I really just love these two pods' communication. Oh, they're pretty high ranking for me. If it was, okay, so throughout the whole game, they would definitely be in like a C or a B, but towards the end, they move themselves up to A's easily. So therefore, I'm going to keep them at an A. They're pretty high ranking for me. There's not a lot of characters I dislike in this game, to be honest. This game is phenomenal. I can't. This game's absolutely phenomenal. Which kind of goes into the next character, 9S. 9S is the second favorite character for me. I absolutely love 9S. I love everything about him. The ending, oh my gosh, dude. Like, one of the main endings, because there's a few endings, so there's technically every letter of the alphabet, which I think is like 26 endings, but there's only like 5 actual endings. 9S gets real freaking crazy. He goes insane almost. Can't really go too much more into that, but like the story with him once it starts going down the path with him being the main focus, dude's crazy. Actually a little bit scary. It's so unbelievably sad in a way. If you have not played the game, you got to play the game. It is like one of the best stories I've ever had in a game, next to like Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is a really good game too. But yeah, I really love 9S. I love everything about his character. I love how him and 2B interact. I really do just like him. He is a sweetie at heart, and then it starts getting real crazy, to be honest, but absolutely love 9S so much. And then last but not least, we have Emil. Emil, I'm conflicted on. Emil, I absolutely love Emil and Replicant. Emil is a very big character in Replicant and would definitely be like an A, maybe even an S in Replicant. However, in Automata, he doesn't really do a lot. He's not really, I mean, he's important. Don't get me wrong, he's kind of the whole reason for the game almost. But he's a truck in the game. He's like a truck car thing. He's ahead for a bit and then it's just like truck car. He doesn't really play such an important role compared to Replicant, which brings his score down a little bit. I'm gonna put him at an A just because Replicant really has me, actually, let's move these guys. Replicant is why he's in an A. If it wasn't for Replicant, he would probably be a B or C if we're just basing this on Nier Automata. Just because he doesn't really play such an important, it's still an important role, don't get me wrong. If you played the game, you know what I mean. But just not as much. So he's a high ranking for me as and a bias. And then you guys just saw I moved Jackass a bit down. Jackass is nice, but I definitely think I like the pod. Do I like Commander? I might like the pods more than I like Pascal, to be honest. Actually, I might like the Commander White more than I like Pascal too. I definitely like Pascal more than I like Jackass. Okay. I'm tempted to move her up. No, I'm gonna leave her there. Her personality is really, not T for me. Other than that, though, I do like her more than I like Eve. Eve is just so whiny to me, dude. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my my final ranking, to be completely honest. I think that right there is, I'm gonna lock that in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lock all of this in. This is pretty much my set and locked in final ranking for the main cast, the main characters. Yeah, if you guys ended up agreeing with me, comment down below. If you disagreed, comment that down below too. We all have our own favorites. We all like different things. I would love to hear you and your feedback, and then if you guys have any suggestions, whether it be more Nier videos, or I want to do some Devil May Cry, I want to do some more anime-based, really anything. I'm very familiar with a lot of different things, from gaming to anime to anything, really. Comment them down below. You never know, your suggestion may get picked for a future video. Anyways, with that said, please do like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.